Hello everyone and welcome back to another Pewaukee Pirates boys basketball contest tonight. The game will feature the Pewaukee Pirates, who are coming off a win on Tuesday against Waukesha South, and they will be playing their Woodland Conference opponent in Greendale, who got the better of the Pirates in a game early in the year, 91-84. But look for the Pirates to try to get a little revenge in this game. I'm Gavin Bosonic, and today I'm joined by Brady Sandrick. So Brady, what are your keys to the game today?
So the first thing is stop number 5. He's averaging about 30 points a game. You know, he's Greendale's leading scorer, and if you shut him down, should be set up for success. Another thing is limiting turnovers as the Pirates. They've dealt with a lot of that this year, and it needs to stop if they want to be successful.
I totally agree with that. Again, the Pewaukee's going to have to tighten up on defense a little after their first contest with them, which was a 91-84 loss. Giving up 90 points in a game, you're not going to win many. But if you score 90 points like the Pirates did on Tuesday against Waukesha South, you're going to win plenty of games. But again, Pewaukee, if they give up less than 80 points a game, they win most games, which is, I mean, it's a good correlation there, but they've struggled so far this year in stopping the other team's leading guys from getting open looks. But look for some size in this game with Cade Rykowski, Tyler Chichenko trying to stop number 5 Xavier Castillo, who's averaging 28.5 points a game and 5 rebounds. Nobody else really on Greendale is putting up points at the same volume as him besides number 0 senior Tyler Roach and number 11 senior Brandon Harper, who are both averaging 13 and 14 respectively. But again, Pewaukee really has to focus on Castillo, the senior, tonight and trying to clamp him down on defense.
The Panthers are coming into this game at 12-3 with losses to Wisco, New Berlin West, and Franklin. So they've lost to 3 really big teams, but 2 of those losses have been blowouts. They lost to Wisco 73-45, and they lost to New Berlin West 76-45.
And if I'm not mistaken, they've lost their past 3 games now, or so. They
past 2.
It's looking like past 3. I'm pretty sure they started 12-0, and in the last few games they've really struggled. They've been on a little bit of a cold spell, especially against New Berlin West and Wisco, who just absolutely obliterated them. But look for Greendale to try to get back on the right foot tonight, and hopefully the Pirates can continue Greendale's losing streak. And the Pirates are led by senior Tyler Chichenko and juniors Jonas Schaefer, Rex Malkowski, John Gertis, and Cade Rykowski, who all respectively are contributing for the Pirates. But also there's seniors Landon Staus and Ben Shireen. Ben had a great game against Waukesha South with, I'm pretty sure he knocked down 7 threes, which I think is a career high for him, so that was great to see. And also look for sophomore Nick Templis to get involved in the game with senior George Davis as well. And the starting lineup for Pewaukee tonight, past 2 games it's been Tyler, Jonah, John, Landon Staus, and Nick Templis. So we'll see if that stays the same or Coach Bergkemper decides to switch it up a little bit tonight. But before we get going here and hand it over to Craig Coplain for the national anthem and starting lineups, we would like to give a shout out to our wonderful sponsors, Penix Pest Control, Iron Jock, and Sensational Beach Vacations, who are doing a giveaway right now and throughout the season, where you can buy a raffle ticket for $5, or you can get 5 for $20 or 10 for $35 and you can get an all-inclusive free trip to Casa Majera, sunny Costa Majera, it's Mexico. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But thank you for tuning in tonight, and hopefully it's a great game.
You did not say that right.
All right, Brady. Sounds good. Brady will give it a try at halftime, I guess. And with that, we're going to step off here for a moment for a national anthem.
Tonight's game is a Woodland West Conference matchup featuring the Greendale Panthers taking on your Pewaukee Pirates. Pewaukee High School, Greendale High School, and the WIAA remind you that admission to this event is a privilege. With that comes responsibility to behave respectfully. Good sportsmanship is required and will be strictly enforced. Anyone directly disrespectful or unsportsmanlike language toward the officials, coaches, players, or other fans will be required to leave the gym. Now, to honor America, please rise to the playing of our national anthem. Now, the starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the Panthers. Number 5, senior Xavier Castillo. Number 33, junior Corbin Pfeiffer. Number 0, senior Tyler Roach. Number 11, senior Brandon Carter. Number 1, junior Wade Smith.
For Greendale, they'll have number 0, Tyler Roach. Number 1, junior Grady Smith. Number 5, senior Xavier Castillo. Number 33, junior Corbin Pfeiffer. And number 11, Brandon Harper, starting for them tonight.
And now, the starting lineup for your Pewaukee Pirates. Number 0, senior George Davis. Number 12, senior Ben Schwerin. Number 2, junior John Gertis. Number 3, junior Jonah Schiffer. And number 33, senior Tyler Pacheco.
And for Pewaukee, it's their usual starting lineup with Tyler, Jonah, George, and John. But a new addition is Ben Shireen after his fiery game on Tuesday, replacing senior Landon Stouse in the starting lineup. But look for Landon to get in pretty quick. Pewaukee loves rotate guys and make sure everybody stays fresh.
George Davis and Xavier Castillo set to take the opening tip.
And Greendale wins a tip, and we're off. Grady Smith bringing it up for Greendale. They get it in to Pfeiffer. Greendale looking to swing the ball around the arc right now. Gets the ball over to Harper, who's looking to attack on Tyler, but he's stopped. And Smith looks to pass it in, but it's tipped, and Pewaukee gets the steal to start off the game. Schaefer at the top of the key looking to set up the offense here. He swings it over to George. Nothing there, he gives it up to John in the corner. Gives it back to Tyler, who's looking to get a shot here. He gives it to Ben. And Jonah for free from the wing. And it's a little bit off, but John on the offensive rebound and gives it back to Ben for a look, but he's off. Pfeiffer on the board for Greendale. They look at push. Harper driving on Tyler, he's stopped. Castillo with George on him. He drives into the lane and takes the layup from the left block, and it's good. That's an and one for Castillo to start off the game here. Brady, what do you think Pewaukee can do tonight to stop Castillo from getting in the lane where he can create havoc for Pewaukee's defense?
I mean, just help defense, sliding over, giving that extra guy, forcing him to kick it out to another one who's not as great of a scorer as him.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Pewaukee opening in a too high post look here. Tyler gets it at the top of the key, who skips it over to Jonah, who's driving to the right and hits a cutting John. And John gets fouled on the right-handed layup. He'll go to the line for two.
Great cut from John Gertis there.
Yeah, I mean, John, I feel like he gets 8 points a game just off little back cuts and getting an offensive board. He loves the hustle play, and I mean, that's why he's a key contributor for the Pirates this year. He's just really helping us win, and he's kind of the glue guy for Pewaukee.
John sinks both of his free throws.
Greendale trying to set it up to get the ball to Castillo on the post. It's not there. Roach takes the right-handed floater. It's a little short. Jonah hits a down the court John for the fast break layup. That's a quick 4 points for John. John playing defense on Harper. He gives it up to Castillo.
Back to Xavier.
Harper hits the left-handed layup there for Greendale. Pewaukee was just a little late to the help, and Harper was able to drive into the lane there and get the easy left-handed layup. Tyler takes the free.
In and out.
In and out, just rims out. Great look there. I'm sure Pewaukee will take Tyler shooting that every time down the court. It's a great look for Pewaukee there.
Xavier misses from mid-range. Jonah Schaefer bringing it up the court, looking for some drives. Kicks out to George, who shoots. Just short. Last tip by Greendale.
That will be Pewaukee ball, and subbing in for Pewaukee is junior Cade Rykowski and sophomore Nick Templis. And they'll come in for John and George to give them a little break.
Jonah gets fouled by Grady Smith for Greendale's second foul of the game. Schaefer bringing it up the court for the Pirates.
Playing tight defense on Ben there. Did their scouting report, see that he's knocked down a couple threes, don't want to give him any room. Get the ball over Tyler in the post, who spins on Xavier and just goes a little long. Greendale pushing it up. Harper for free, and it rims out, but that's last off Greendale on the glass, and that will be Pewaukee ball. For Pewaukee, junior Rex Malkowski is subbing in for Ben.
Rocking the LeBron James face mask after a broken nose.
I gotta say, Rex last game, I didn't really notice the difference with the mask, so it looks like he's acclimating well to it, which is good to see. Jonah looking to drive on Smith. He gets stopped. He swings it out to Cade near half court, who drives in. Nothing there. He gives it back to Rex, who drives back to the right. Hits a cutting Jonah, who then hits a cutting Tempest and gets Rex the open free on the swing up. It goes a little long and clings out the iron.
Good open shot for the Pirates.
Yeah.
Good look.
In and out free. Pewaukee loves to see it. But
Harper sinks his own.
Yeah. Pewaukee just got a little lost on defense there, and Harper was able to get open in the left corner. Rex driving to the right. Looks for a cutter. Nothing to go off of. Castillo tips it away from Tyler. Nobody touches it before it goes out of bounds. That'll be Pewaukee ball.
George Davis checking in for Dachenko.
Jonah setting up the offense for Pewaukee, looking to get it in to Cade in the post, but can't find him. Gives it back to Nick, who gets the pick and roll with Cade. Cade gets the ball here in the little high post. Nothing there. He skips it out to Jonah, trying to attack. He gets into the lane, throws it over to Nick in the corner. Can't find anything. Jonah tacks off the right and hits the Rykowski in the dunker spot there and gets the easy layup. And then Pewaukee tips the ball away here. Jonah pushing it down the court in transition, gives it to George. George muscles his way into the paint, but misses the bunny floater. Greendale slowing it down here. The coach wants them to set up a play here. I would guess to get the ball in the Castillo's hands. He hasn't. Harper for free. It's good. That's Harper's second free of the game.
It's come out hot.
Yeah. I mean, that's his role for Greendale. He's the space it out guy for them with Castillo anchoring down the paint, so he gets those little kick out threes for them.
Cade drives, spins, kicks over to Rex, who drives himself, takes the right-handed layup, and it's in.
Greendale pushing it up the floor. Smith loses the ball, but it goes right into Harper's hands. Castillo looking to find anything on the left wing and can't. He gets the ball back here at the top of the key. He's bringing it out near half court and trying to get downhill. He swings it to Pfeiffer, who skips it over to Smith, who just loses the ball on the catch, and that will be Pewaukee ball. And for Pewaukee,
I mean, we talked about it early. That Pirates are up 3-0 on turnovers right now, and
Yeah, the turnover margin is going to be huge in this game, especially with Greendale looking to slow it down a little bit. For Pewaukee, Landon Stouse, John Gertis, and Tyler sub in. 8-11 here, 11 minutes to go in the first half. George attacks on the left-handed side and gets the open layup. Castillo bringing the ball down the court for Pewaukee, for Greendale.
Marquise Norris up at the top, and to Harper in the corner. Misses a three. Norris.
As well, Charlie Sheridan in for Greendale, number 3.
Castillo's driving, pulls up a mid-jumper, misses long.
Castillo takes a tough shot there. Greendale made those in the first game of the year against Pewaukee and doesn't seem to be falling at the same clip tonight. Stouse has the ball on the wing. He gives it over to John in a pick and roll, who swings it to an open Nick Templis, who hits the 3.
Pirates out in front, 13-11 now.
Great look there by Templis. He was able to get an open look from the drive by John and Stouse there.
John gets caught reaching there.
Yeah, I mean, Castillo's a tough guy in the paint. John gets a little handsy there, and he's caught. That's 2 team fouls for Pewaukee. Harper driving from the corner. He gets it to the top of the key. Norris for Greendale gives it to Castillo, who's attacking Tyler right now, but he walks, and that'll be Pewaukee ball.
Schaefer back in for the Pirates, checking in for Davis, as well as
Smith, who subs in for Castillo. Pewaukee really shutting down Castillo here in the first quarter. They're really walling up on him in the paint. He can't really shoot from the outside, so good game plan so far by the Pirates. And Tyler attacks on the right-handed layup, and he gets it to rim in. And that'll be a timeout by Greendale, full. Greendale talking it over after Pewaukee goes on a 7-0 run here in the last 2 minutes. 15-11.
it's looking good for the Pirates. You know, they've tightened up on D. They're taking good shots, getting to the paint. It's a recipe for success.
Yeah, I feel like in the past 2 games, Pewaukee's been too reliant on the 3, but right now we're getting into the paint and creating open looks for our teammate, which is allowing us to get out to this 4-point lead here with 9 minutes to go.
Jonah Schaefer, John Gertis, Landon Stouse, Tyler Dachenko, and Nick Templis taking the court for the Pirates. Xavier looking to bring it up for the Panthers.
And Greendale is really only a team that rotates the 7 guys who have seen the floor so far. So Pewaukee can get one of them in foul trouble or tire him out at the end of the game. That'll look good. Smith here on the wing looking to get it to Cutting Pfeiffer, who hits the right-handed layup on Stouse.
It's a big size advantage for Pfeiffer there.
Yeah, he's a built dude, but then Norris takes the charge on Jonah Schaefer driving in there. Good setup there by Norris to draw the offensive foul on Jonah, and then George Davis subs in for Schaefer here and give him a little break. Sheridan on the wing gives it to Smith, who's looking for a cutter. Nothing there. He tries to drive on John and chucks it off the side of the backboard. I mean,
Good D from John there.
Yeah, great one-on-one D whenever a guy hits it off the side of backboard. That's pretty good D. But then on the other end, George Davis hits the free for Pewaukee. He had a great game on Tuesday, having 24 points, and then draws the miss from Castillo. Tyler gets the board, pushes up the court. George in low block, swings it out to Stels, who gives it right back and hits a cutting templess and misses the bunnies short. Greendale on the other end looking to push. Pfeiffer driving in, gets it to Castillo. Norris in the corner, George on him. Smith for free, it's a little short, but Norris comes up with the offensive board, but then it's taken away by Nick, and then Pewaukee pushes it up the court and gets it to John on a fast break layup. Again, that's John's third layup of the game on just a easy hustle play, him getting down the court.
Ball taken away by the Pirates again. Stels looking to bring it up the court. Over to Tyler. Pump fakes. Gets him jumping. Over to Templess in the corner. Open three, and he sinks it.
That's a 10-point lead here for Pewaukee early in the game. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Great start here. Castillo at the top of the key gives it over to Sheridan. Gives it back to Pfeiffer at the top, who swings it over to Castillo. Norris hits a cutting Sheridan, who swings it out to an open Pfeiffer, who bricks the three-pointer.
Pirates pushing the tempo again. Tyler drives, goes for the dunk, and gets fouled.
We could have seen Tyler caught a body there. I mean, I've never seen Tyler get that high before, so I think the whole school would have been talking about that one tomorrow. Tyler at the line here has been a great free throw shooter all year. And
Announcer's curse.
Yeah, that's the third time of the year, I think, that's happened. I gotta stop talking when Tyler's at the line at this point.
In and out for the first free throw. Some changes made for Greendale. Harper came back into the game, as well as number 0. Kate Rykowski checking in for the Pirates for John Gertis.
If I'm Greendale, I would get it to 11 and Harper. He has Kate on him right now on the outside. But Steele on the wing. Harper takes a little pop-up screen and is able to get the open three, and he hits it. Nick at the top of the key looking to set something up. He gets it over to Tyler and the post. There's nothing going for him with Castillo on him. Cade on the wing. Gives it back to Tyler, who hits the deep three.
Gave him too much space there.
I mean, I feel like Tyler, after hitting 1,000 points last week, has really been freed up. Had 25 against Waukesha South, so he's really...
Xavier fouled hard. It's going to be on the ground. Harper looking to inbound for the Panthers. I take that back. Zero's coming down here. Tyler Roche.
It's going to be on George. It's his first foul of the game. Landon Stell subs in for him.
Over to Brady Lindenholm in the corner. To Roche. Over to Harper.
Harper has Tyler on him.
Another foul called on the Pirates there. Rex Malkowski coming in for Nick Templess now.
Greendale gets the ball in here. Castillo on the right wing. Gets it back at the top of the key. Gives it to Harper as Cade on him again. Castillo takes the free, and it's long. Great box out there by Landon Stouse. He draws the over the back on Lindenholm for Greendale.
You know, the Pirates have really forced Xavier to take tough shots this game, and that's limited his ability.
Yeah, and Greendale's really trying to find everything through Xavier, so if he can't get going, Pewaukee has a good chance of keeping this lead they got right now. And Rex drives in and he skewers the layup. He hits a cutting John, who loses the ball on the drive, but it's going to be Pewaukee ball last off Greendale. Ben subbing in for Rex.
Not a bad look for Rex to take, just
No,
a little too much power there.
yeah, a little too excited there at the end. Stealth. Pewaukee gets the ball into Tyler. He then gives it right back to Cade in the post. There's Lindenholm on him, who swings it to Stouse. It's open free, but it's just off. Good look there for Pewaukee. Smith here gives it back to Harper. Harper has John on him. Castillo on the left corner.
This is long.
On the three.
Ball swatted away from Harper right into Cade's hands.
Castillo is really cold on the freeze tonight. Pewaukee looking to push a little, nothing there. Ben Shireen has the ball, gives it to Stouse in the left corner. Gives it to Tyler for the three, and it's good.
Another great shot from Tyler there.
I mean, it's just beautiful the way the ball goes through the net for Tyler on his shots. Doesn't hit any of the rim, just a pleasure to watch. Harper here on the top of the key gives it to Smith in the corner, who's driving on John. John pokes it away. Pewaukee pushes up to Ben Shireen in the fast break. Who gets pinned off the backboard by Castillo. That was pretty impressive, not gonna lie.
He got up there.
He got up there. Ben doesn't have the same hops as him. He got I think the proper word's rejected in that case. That was violent.
Jonas Schaefer subs in for Ben Schwerin. Looks to bring it up the court as well. Driving in, kicks out to Stealth, who drives in. Over to Cade in the paint. He gets fouled, taking a left-handed layup.
Good spatial awareness by Cade. He realizes the defender's reaching in a little bit and just throws his left arm under and throws one at the hoop and is able to go to the line here for two. First one is off.
Ben Schwerin back in for the Pirates, coming in for Stealth.
And then Pfeiffer in for Lindenholm for Greendale.
Greendale looking to match size with size. Cade misses a second, but John gets the offensive board. Over to Jonah, to John in the corner. John drives to Ty, to Cade, to Ben at the top of the key.
Coach Bernkapfer calls a timeout there for Pewaukee. He's looking to make sure his team's on the right half here with a 14-point lead with 3 minutes to go left in the half. It's going to be a 30-second timeout here for Pewaukee.
Pewaukee fans, the Pirate Boys' next game is next Friday night, right back here at Pewaukee High School.
Give a shout out to our sponsors here. Iron Jock makes t-shirts and long sleeves and sweatshirts, anything you'll need in the clothing industry. Great premium quality clothing, as well as Penix Pest Control and the PTV Treasure Chest fundraiser for Pewaukee Athletics is being put on by Sensational Beach Vacations, who's offering a free trip to Mexico if you enter in the raffle, which you can buy into by scanning the QR code in the right corner of the live stream here. Tyler gets the ball on the Cade, but Cade tries to hand it right back to Tyler, and it's tipped out of bounds for Greendale. It's going to be Pewaukee ball. Schaefer setting up the offense here.
Offensive foul called on Tyler.
Smith bringing it up for Greendale here. Gets it to Castillo at the top of the key, who's driving on John. Takes a tough floater, and it rims out again for Castillo.
Tyler gets the board over Pfeiffer's head.
John gets the offensive board and gets the putback.
The Pirates are killing the Panthers on the board tonight.
Yeah, and they've done that all year, really, just crashing the offensive glass and getting second chance looks. Oh.
Foul called on Tyler Dachenko, sending Xavier Castillo to the line, shooting 2.
Bang, bang play there for between Castillo and Tyler. Castillo drive to the left, and it's a little contact. He's going to go to the line here with the Panthers in bonus the rest of the game.
Templis checking in for Dachenko.
Tyler will sub out with 2 fouls. Castillo hits the first.
The call was on the ground there.
Yeah.
This is bonus for the Panthers.
Yep.
Sinks the second, despite the student section trying to get in his head.
That sounded like Samaji there. Nick takes the free for Pewaukee. It's off to the right, but Jonah gets the offensive board after a tip out from Cade. Jonah takes the layup on the left-handed side, and that's good. Great second chance look there by Pewaukee.
Castillo drives hard again, misses short. Harper gets fouled and 1.
It's not great that it's a and 1 there, but I gotta say Pewaukee's pretty happy that Cade didn't get his first foul until the end of the first half.
And Rex comes in for Cade and George in for Nick.
34-20 Pewaukee with 1:52 remaining in the first half.
Harper misses his free throw.
Jonah setting up the offense here for Pewaukee, looking to get a good look. Gives the ball to Davis, who swings it to Shireen, gives it back to Schaefer, and then throws it right back. George in the left corner, he drives on Harper. Rex driving to his right on the right wing. Swings it back out to Ben. Throws it over to Jonah. Gives it to George on the right wing. Ben driving in on the left corner. Skips it over to Jonah on the left side, and he makes the easy floater for the second time down. Jonah loves that look there. Loves the little floater. You teach him that, Brady?
No, he picked that one up on. He picked that up on his own. Xavier drives in for the layup.
Tough layup there by Xavier. Pewaukee isn't giving him any easy looks. Rex posting up Castillo.
Jonah slips but maintains balance. Over to Rex at the top of the key, looking for some action. Over to George. Drives out to Jonah in the corner. Thinks about it. Back to George in the corner. Over to John in the corner, wide open. In and out. But another offensive board for the Pirates, but it's thrown away.
Rex made a great play there on the offensive board, but it's a little careless with the possession once he has the ball. Landon still subbing in for Rex here with 20 seconds to go. 14-point lead for Pewaukee, looking to hold Greendale on this final possession.
Smith guarded by Schaefer. Panthers looking for one shot.
Nothing there for Smith, but he throws it over to Harper, who has a look, but it's short. And that'll be the end of the half for Pewaukee. 36-22. Getting out to a 14-point lead here after losing to Greendale in their first matchup of the year in a high-scoring game. A little more defense in this game, I noticed, Brady. You talked about that at the start of the game. What do you think Pewaukee is doing good right now on the defensive end that's allowed them to really shut down Castillo and the Greendale offense?
You know, they're forcing him to take tough shots. He's had a lot of shots off balance where he's driving or he's fading away. He hasn't been able to set up nice and easy and get that easy shot.
You can. Yeah. So to talk a little bit about the JV season, we're going to bring over sophomore Reed Carey. You know, halftime interview here. We do it right at PTV.
Reed, how's it going?
It's going good. How about you guys?
It's going great. So you guys won today, correct? So
Yes, we did. 20-point victory.
And how many points did you score?
I had 12. It was a team win, though. Very, very good win for us.
So how do you think you guys have done overall this season?
It's been a good year. It started out a little slow. We had to mesh together a little bit, but over the year we've really become a team. We're a fast team. We push the ball up the floor, and I think we're on a 4 or 5 game winning streak now. It's going really well. So, yeah, we're excited for the end. Hopefully we can go undefeated the rest of the year.
If you had to choose a favorite moment from this year, what would it be?
Man, that's tough. I'm going to have to say today. I actually love today. We lost that team the second game of the year, and that was just a revenge game. That was the message, at least I had. We needed to get our revenge, and that's what we did. Hitting a few shots at the end. We blew them out by 20. Felt really good. So, yeah, that's my favorite.
So, over high school, what do you think the strength of your grade has been in basketball? Are you guys more of a shooters, or are you guys a get in the paint type of class?
I mean, I think we have a lot. We have some bigs. We have Luke and Grady, who are real good bigs for us. But we can really attack. We've always had good shooters, but the freshmen that are on the JV team are doing a really good job stepping up, shooting. But they're also great attackers. So I got to give credit to just everything in our grade. We've done a great job, and I'm excited for the future of Pewaukee basketball. So, yeah.
So are we.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, Reed.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
And Mr. Barons, they're honoring Craig Coplain and Mr. Foley at the scores table, who've helped out this Pewaukee program for so long, so nice to see them recognized there. So Brady, what do you think the key is for the second half for Pewaukee to maintain this lead?
Keeping at it. Everything they've been doing has been working. Holding one of the best scoring teams in the conference to 22 points and a half it's a recipe for success.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I gotta say, Pewaukee on the defensive end has looked like a new team compared to the rest of the year so far. They're really honing in on Castillo, who has shown that Greendale is sort of a one-dimensional offense, kind of a one-trick pony. If he's not going, they're not really flowing well. So look for Greendale to try to get him going off of like pick and rolls and some pin down actions. But Castillo really wants to get into the paint, so Pewaukee really needs to hone in on his cutting ability as well, because he's a high flyer. So if you let him go get a baseline backdoor cut, he might yam one on us. So if I was Pewaukee, I would keep the same recipe here, having the guys come over when you're in the paint as well. And on the offensive end, I would say just keep doing what you're doing. If we knock down a couple more shots, then we'll be able to maintain this lead and hopefully get out of here with a victory.
One key for the Pirates is still attacking the offensive glass. You know, that's allowed them to get so many second chance points and really build this lead.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Pewaukee right now is just out hustling Greendale, and that's showed in the leaderboard with nobody for Pewaukee really leading the team. Multiple guys with points here tonight. The leading scorer is Tyler with 9, but again, we have 36 points on the night. It's coming from a multitude of guys with 8 points from John, 5 points from Jonah, and 4 points coming from George as well.
Gavin, who are you looking for to have a big second half for the Pirates?
I think right now Greendale is really hasn't been able to stop Ty from the 3, and he's really just been pulling it in their face. So look for them to get him to drive. And I think George Davis, he's a great off-ball offensive player. He's able to relocate and get to his spots effectively. Look for him to step into a couple frees, knock some down. I'm looking for him to have a big second half of that. And then again, Jonas Schaefer, he showed it a little bit there at the end. He's looking to facilitate the offense and really be the floor general. But when he gets to that 10, 12-foot range, he has a multitude of skills he can go to, as like the floater and a shot as well. So look for him to get downhill a little bit, hopefully, in the second half and create some offense for Pewaukee.
If you guys are looking to see some more Pewaukee action, you guys can go check out Jackson Hakes Photography on Instagram. Comes to a lot of the games, shoots photos of our players. Check them out.
Yeah, we love supporting students here at Pewaukee. Obviously, PTV being ran by me and Brady, who are juniors at the high school. Jackson is a junior as well. He has great photos on Instagram. It's really showing off the Pewaukee athletics community. And if you want to support the Pewaukee athletics community, you can enter the raffle for Sensational Beach Vacations. They're running this through the PTV Treasure Chest fundraiser. And if you want sun, sand, and fun for 2 on the beach in Mexico, enter a raffle using the QR code at the bottom of the screen. You can buy 1 ticket for $5. You can get a better deal with 5 for $20, or you can get the best deal, which is 10 for $35. And 100% of the proceeds for this are going to the Pewaukee Athletic Department and continuing to support our student athletes as they go along their journeys in high school, and hopefully keeping this great basketball team alive, which is giving us a great game here tonight. So enter to win a trip for 2 to sunny Costa Mujeres, Mexico, in beautiful Cancun. And this is courtesy of Pewaukee's top vacation travel advisors, Sensational Beach Vacations. So, and you can get a direct flight from either Milwaukee or Chicago O'Hare if you enter this and win. So it's a great deal, and it lets PTV to keep functioning, and it lets me and Brady to play sports here at the high school as well.
Well, Gavin, you played Greendale in football this year. Do you have a highlight of that game that sticks out to you?
I would go to you there because I didn't play defense in that game, but you did.
Yeah.
We shut them, and you guys shut them out that game. So, what do you think was the highlight?
My favorite play for me, scored a touchdown off a blocked punt.
Oh yeah, you caught it off the block punt. That was the craziest. It's got to be the craziest punt block I've ever seen. I'm not gonna lie. Brady over here just catches the ball off the punter's foot. Our special teams coordinator was ecstatic for the next week. I gotta say, my favorite play. I think I I pulled around one time and was able to knock one of their linebackers on his back, and I think that was to get in the field goal range at the end of the half. So it was a big gain there for us on that play. So I gotta say that's my favorite moment of that game.
That's always a great feeling.
Yeah, it's a great feeling when you can knock a guy on his back and just make him feel just little.
Yeah. Second half starters for the Pirates. We got John Gertis, Jonas Schaefer, Ben Schwerin, George Davis, and Tyler Tichenko.
Same starters for Pewaukee.
See who Greendale comes out with. Looks like the same 5 for Greendale. We got Pfeiffer. I'm blanking. Schaefer bringing up the ball for the Pirates. Jonah drives, right-handed layup.
And
nice and easy.
Again, Jonah able to get into the paint there and get crafty and create the look, but then Smith on the other end gets to the lane as well, but he misses the left-handed layup.
Over to Davis in the corner, who drives. Misses a little bit too hard off the glass there.
Smith attacks again, and he's able to hit that there.
Pirates slowing it down now, looking to set up some offense.
Gets the ball to Tyler, who has the open layup. Great feed there by John. Greendale not trying to front him there and not let him to get to his fader, but they forget to help on the backside. Ben playing defense on Roach. Has to give it up. Harper at the top of the key. Throws it to Smith. Gets it over to Pfeiffer at the top of the key, who takes the open three, but he misses. It clangs off to the left. Pewaukee pushes it up to Tyler, who hits the corner three. And a quick start to the second half there for Pewaukee. Forces Greendale to take the early timeout.
I mean, there's that 3 ball from Tyler we talked about.
Yeah.
Gets set up. Just all he needs is a little bit of space, and it's good.
Yeah, great look there. Pewaukee really able to get off to a quick start by pushing it in transition. Look for Greendale to get back on defense a little more here, but Pewaukee can really use their speed from the edge to create good looks for themselves.
Same 5 coming back out for the Pirates, as well as the number 10 checks into the game. Smith bringing up the court for the Panthers. To Pfeiffer, to Norris, makes a 3.
Pewaukee just leaves Norris open there in the right corner there, and he's able to knock it down. Jonah setting up the offense here. Gets it to George on the left wing, who throws it back to Jonah. Jonah looking for anything. Hands it off to Tyler, who's smothered by Greendale. Jonah on the right wing. Gives it to John in a pick and roll. Looking for Tyler in the post, not able to get it to him. But George Davis on the left wing is able to drive in and get the layup there for Pewaukee. Again, Smith attacks Schaefer there off the dribble and is able to get the foul. That's going to be the second on Jonah, I believe.
Smith knocks down the first free throw as Stels checks in for Schaefer, as well as Castillo back into the game for the Panthers.
Smith rims out his second. The lead's 17 for Pewaukee, 45-28, 16 minutes remaining. Tyler driving on the left wing, hits a cutting George, who misses the layup short. Castillo pushing it up for Greendale. He's looking to attack. Pewaukee walls up there. Roach throws it over to Norris for Greendale. Castillo on Ben. He attacks, but it's stuffed by John. Great help there for John. Ben was left on a little bit of an island there with Castillo in the post, and Ben was able to come over and deflect the shot.
Pfeiffer in the corner for the Panthers. Looking to make something happen.
Panthers really looking to get it to Castillo in the post right now.
Smith working up top over to Pfeiffer. Over to Roach, who drives. Takes a shot and gets fouled by Landon Stels.
It's a great pump fake there by Roach to get Stels leaning in and up in the air a little bit. Then is able to throw up the left-handed floater to draw the foul.
Roach makes his free throw. Roach sinks a second. Landon Stels bring the ball up the court for the Pirates.
Looking to get it to Tyler in the post right away here. Nothing there. John has the ball on the left wing, hands it off to Ben. Swings it back to Stels. Ben on the left wing trying to drive. Throws it to John in the post, but it's tipped away, and it's going to be Greendale ball. Norris on the left wing with Ben guarding him. Smith, Stels on him, attacks the lane again and gets the foul on the ground from Stels.
Templitz and Schaefer come into the game for Schwerin and Stels.
Smith in the second half has really looked to get downhill on Pewaukee's guards and force them one-on-one in a defensive situation, and right now it's working for him. Greendale gets the ball to Castillo in the post, who makes the right-handed hook over George.
Schaefer setting up top. Schaefer at the top of the key. Drives in. Layup, just misses long. Last touch by Greendale. Gonna be Pirates ball out of bounds.
Greendale's coach is incensed by the call there, but John on the offensive board gets a tip from Greendale.
It's a good vocab word.
Yeah, I know. But John throws it away on the inbounds pass, and Castillo slams it home for Greendale. Timeout there by Pewaukee. Coach Bergkemper looking to settle down his guys a little bit. 14 minutes remaining, 45-34. Pewaukee coming out of this timeout, looking to not let Greendale get in transition as much. Brady, what do you think the key is for the Pirates to stop turning the ball over as much on the offensive end?
They just need to settle down. They got a lead. They have time. They can play with it. They just need to look for good opportunities and clean looks. Cade Rykowski coming into the Pirates for John Gertis. Schaefer bringing the ball up for the Pirates. Over to Templitz, over to George. The ball gets poked out by Norris. Remains Pewaukee possession.
Templus taking it out for Pewaukee. He gets it into George on the left wing.
George working on Norris. Trying to get the ball to Cade in the paint. Finds a wide open Jonah Schaefer. Gets closed out by on Smith, but Jonah finishes.
Smith and Schaefer are really taking advantage of each other on the offensive end right now, really exposing their defense in one-on-one situations.
Pewaukee forces another tough shot out of Xavier.
Jonah tries to skip it over to Nick. Gets the ball. Tyler gets the ball at the free. Castillo guarding. He's doubled in the corner. Gets to a cutting Jonah, who throws it over to Templus. Templus hits a cutting Cade, who has the open look but misses, and then gets the putback layup.
Good job by Cade getting his own board.
Yeah, really staying focused and following up his own shot.
Pfeiffer misses the open three. Jonah Schaefer gets the rebound.
Jonah looking to push in transition. Nothing there. Gets it to Templus on the left side, who drives in. Sends it over to Tyler. Gives it back to Jonah. Nick on the right wing. Throws it to George in the corner, who drives left on Norris. Nothing there. He skips it over to Jonah at the free-point line. Gives it to Cade. Tyler trying to create on the offensive end. Cade is fouled, makes the layup, but they're going to call it on the ground.
Cade visibly upset with that call.
Yeah. Cade's visibly upset with a lot of calls, though, Brady. 15-point lead for the Pirates.
Coach Burkemper trying to vouch for his guys. Norris comes out for the Panthers, and in comes in number 11. Ball inbounded to Tyler. Over and back called on the Pirates. Unfortunate swing.
Yeah.
Xavier bringing it up for the Panthers.
Tough possession there for the Pirates.
Screen set by Pfeiffer. Xavier takes another tough shot. Misses wide right. Pass intercepted by Pfeiffer.
Jonah tries to wall up, but Harper goes around him there for the layup. Puts the lead to 13. Jonah trying to create, gets it to Tyler on the left wing corner. He drives in on Castillo and gets fouled going up for a shot. It's going to be the first on Castillo tonight.
Tichenko shooting 2 for the Pirates. Tyler sinks the first. John Gertis and Stels checking in for the Pirates. Schaefer and Cade headed to the bench. Tyler makes the second. Smith bringing it up for the Panthers.
12 minutes remaining here. Pfeiffer on the top of the key gives it to Smith.
Roach misses.
Offensive board by Castillo. Tries to give it to Harper in the paint, but he's stolen, and then Castillo steals it from Nick Templus in the backcourt and then throws it down. Tempest drives to the right, gives it to George in the corner. Misses the free.
Panthers playing some really aggressive defense right now, trying to come back from this deficit.
Really trying to push the ball up the court. Smith for free. He misses short.
Foul called on John Gertis. Trying to box out Harper.
Calling John for getting his hands in the face of Harper there.
Panthers looking for something. Nick Tempest steals the pass. Easy layup for Nick.
Great heads-up play by Nick on the inbounds pass to steal the ball away. Then Smith drives, throws it to Castile wildly, who misses the free.
John Gertis on the closeout there.
John in the post gets fouled by Smith on a reach-in. That's gonna be the third on Smith there. Excuse me, second. John inbounding the ball for Pewaukee here, and he throws it to Roach, who drives, tries to get it to Castile, but John steals it and makes the great heads-up play to throw the ball back in while going out of bounds.
Made up for his mistake right there.
Yeah.
Always love to see that.
John gets the ball on the post on Smith, gets fouled, and that's going to be an and one.
Great play from John. Gets him jumping, uses his body, and draws the foul. Stood under control enough to make that basket as well. Rex Malkowski checking in for George Davis now.
Great job finishing through contact there for John. He gets hacked and is able to go up and create the and one. Trying to convert here. He misses it. Castile pushes up for Greendale, gives it to Harper on the right wing. Drives on John. He gets his right hand, but he's fouled on the way up.
It's on John.
It's going to be on John. That's going to be his third of the game. Harper nails the first for Greendale.
Jack Hajowski coming in.
For the first time for Greendale as well. George subbing in for John.
Harper sinks the second.
That cuts the lead to 15 for Greendale with 10 minutes remaining.
Stealth working on Jack. Over to George in the corner. Over to Stealth. Looking for something to tie. Back to Stealth. Tyler posting up. Feed gets fed. Over to Stealth for three. Misses. But another offensive board for the Pirates. Over to George, who drives in. Kicks out to Stealth. Back out to Tempest, to Tyler, who shoots the three. And it's good.
That was beautiful there. Tyler's feet and shoulders weren't even squared up to the basket until he shot it, fading away.
Contested as well. Great shot from Tyler.
Great look there. Extends the lead to 18. Harper on the ball with the left wing with Ty guarding him. Hajeski gets the ball. Is fouled by Landon Stouse. Ben Shireen subbing in for Stouse here. inbounds the ball. Castillo looking to drive in on George. Nothing there. He gets tied up trying to go up, and that's going to be Greendale ball still. They retain possession here.
Good play by Nick there, though.
Yeah, great help there from Nick with Castillo driving on George. Greendale inbound is trying to inbound the ball, get it to Castillo, who steps back on Tyler and hits the free. Nick pushing it up to Rex. He's trying to drive on the right wing.
Rex looking for someone. Finds Tyler outside.
Tyler looking for a screen here on Castillo. Castillo all over him, and he fouls him there. That's going to be the second on Castillo and the 5th team foul for Greendale.
Jonas Schaefer in for Rex Malkowski.
Greendale with 1 foul to give before Pewaukee enters the bonus, and Greendale will be on the bonus from here on out after if Pewaukee fouls again.
George Davis over to Jonah. Back to George. Back to Jonah. Jonah shoots a 3. In and out. Good shot there, though.
Rims out. Great look there from Jonah.
Open shot for Xavier, and he sinks it.
Castillo finally getting going a little bit for Greendale here at the end of the second half, and then Pajeski draws the offensive foul on Schaefer. That's going to be Jonah's 3rd of the game.
You know, right now I'm looking for the Pirates to tighten down on defense a little bit. They're getting a little bit lackadaisical, and they're allowing these open shots from Xavier to take place.
Completely agree. Pfeiffer drives in, and he swings it over to
Nowak,
who misses the free long. Pewaukee gets the board, pushes up to Shireen. Nothing there. Gives it to Jonah at the top of the key. And Ben takes the free. He misses it short. Castillo bringing it up for Greendale. He drives in on George, and he's fouled on the way up. That's going to be George's 3rd of the game. I'm sorry, that's on Nick. That'll be his 2nd of the game.
Panthers now into bonus as well. Xavier sinks the first. Second's good as well. John Gertis coming in for Nick Templis. Jonas Schaefer bringing it up for the Pirates. Looking to set up some offense. Gets a screen from Tachenko. Over to John. Over to Schwerin. John sets a screen. He rolls. Pirates looking to make something happen. Jonas Schaefer drives. Hits the deck hard.
Jonah's down with, looks like he hit his tailbone there.
Jonah gets back up and hustles back. That's a good sign.
Castillo tries to throw himself into George there. Draws the foul.
Schaefer visibly in pain. He is grabbing his tailbone, though. Said he's good.
Yeah, Jonah's a tough guy, so I'm sure he'll play it off.
Panthers really finding their way to the line this second half.
Yeah, after the first half, they weren't really able to capitalize on their free throws, but in the second half here, they're putting an emphasis on getting to the line. Jonah bringing the ball up the court for Pewaukee. He stuck at the free throw line.
Panthers have brought the lead to within 8.
6.5 minutes remaining here. John gets the layup there off of a feed from Jonah on the drive on a little backdoor cut there from John. Great look.
Harper for 3.
It's way short. Jonah looking to push it up here in transition for Pewaukee. He drives in on Nowak. He steals the ball away. It's going to be Pewaukee ball. Last off Nowak. Lead 10 here for Pewaukee. 6 minutes remaining. Crowd's getting into it a little bit more here. Tyler in the corner gives it to Jonah.
That's a screen. Open look for Jonah, but charge gets called. No basket. Good heads-up play from Harper to set his feet.
Harper made sure to get there. He was set there for a minute.
Roach and Smith checking back in for the Panthers for Nowak and number 22.
And Coach Burkemper is going to be teed up for Pewaukee. That's going to be send Greendale here to the line for some free throws, and then they'll get the ball as well. Coach Burkemper will also have to sit the rest of the game, I believe, after his first technical foul. Castillo at the line here for Greendale.
Pirates looking to settle down, find their footing.
Castillo's gonna hit the first out of 2 here.
Second one misses.
The lead 9 for Pewaukee with 5:50 remaining. Greendale able to cut it into single digits here. Smith bringing it up for Greendale. He throws it over to Pfeiffer. Gives it to handoff to Castillo. He's looking to attack. Gets into the lane. He makes the tough layup over George and Tyler. Pewaukee gets the ball into Jonah. Greendale wants a handoff to be called on the out of bounds. Tyler in the post gives it to Jonah. Jonah throws it right back to Tyler in the post with the steal on him.
Jonah for 3.
It's good.
Sinks it.
That's a huge three there for Pewaukee. Castillo again attacking in. He's
called for a travel. Big play for the Pirates there.
Castillo there just shuffles his feet a little bit, trying to go up on Ty. 5 minutes remaining. Jonah setting up the offense here for Pewaukee. Throws over to Tyler, but Harper comes from behind and tips it, but the ball goes to John. Throws it over to Jonah. It's then stolen away from him. Harper in transition. Gets it to Castillo at the top of the key for 3. Castillo almost gets his own board and puts it back up for a dunk. God, that would have been the greatest player I've ever seen. But Pewaukee on the offensive end, it's stolen away.
Smith looking to go coast to coast. Makes the easy layup. Timeout taken by Greendale.
It's going to be a full timeout here for Greendale. with the lead down to 8. I gotta say, if Castillo pulled that off there, that would have been beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've ever seen that happen before, so that would have been crazy athletic.
Got up there.
Yeah, he did. Really showing off his athleticism here in the second half. Coach Bergkemper trying to talk the Pirates here on ways to not to turn the ball over on offense and not allow Greendale to get these fast break points that have allowed them to cut the lead down to 8.
Yeah, these turnovers have been a game changer for the Panthers.
Yeah.
Allowed them to crawl back in this game.
You said at the start of the game, minimizing turnovers will be key for Pewaukee, and here in the second half, it's coming back to bite them a little bit with them turning the ball over and allowing for Greendale to get out here in transition.
I think the Pirates need to play at their own tempo. Right now they're all sped up because Greendale's trying to crawl back, and that's allowed for these turnovers to happen.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Pewaukee needs to play at their own pace here with Greendale bringing a press here to try and speed up the Pirates again. They back off immediately.
Schaefer bringing the ball up for the Pirates.
Trying to get it to Ty in the post, gets it there. Ty looking to attack Castillo, nothing's there. He swings it over to Jonah, who gets it stolen away. Castillo then going to slam it down for Greendale. That cuts the lead to 6 with 4 minutes remaining. That's going to be Castillo's 25th point of the game as well. Ty gets the ball at the top of the key, swings it over to Templess, looks to attack on the right side. George hands it off to Jonah at the top of the key, who hits a cutting John, misses the reverse right-handed layup. Castillo here looking to attack Ty in the paint, and he gets in. Misses the first, but is able to get the putback and one. Cuts the lead down to 4 for Greendale with the chance to make it a one-possession game here at the line. As well, Greendale's in the double bonus now for the rest of the game, and they have 1 foul to give before Pewaukee's in bonus. Castillo hits his free throw. Score now 63-60, Pirates. 3 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. Jonah trying to attack Smith. Gives it to Ty. Just looking to create on Castillo. It's a little dirt fadeaway and gets the and one.
Great answer for the Pirates. Steal some momentum back. Push that lead back to 2 scores. See if Ty can make his second.
Yeah, great offense there by Ty. Really showing him as the leader of this team. Settling Pewaukee down with a great shot there and a chance to extend the lead to 6 at the line.
Rex Malkowski checking in for Jonah Schaefer. As Tyler sinks his free throw. Pirates back up to a 6-point lead.
Castillo bringing the ball up here for Greendale. George guarding him. Gets the screen from Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer gets the ball in the post, hits a cutting Castillo, who's fouled, and gets a second and 1 in a row for him. Again, he has a chance to cut it to a single possession game.
That's his 4th foul of the game for
Jonah. Or
George,
sorry. Something to watch here in the final 3 minutes. Castillo is single-handedly willing Greendale into this game right now. Hits the free throw to cut the lead down to 3. Jonah bringing the ball up here. John tries to set the screen. Jonah waves him off.
Timeout taken by the Pirates. Looks like it's a 30-second timeout.
2:53 remaining here. Greendale currently in double bonus. Pewaukee will be in double bonus the next time Greendale fouls, as both teams have 2 timeouts remaining here at the end of the game. Score 66-63, Pewaukee, 2:53 remaining. George has 4. Every single player on the court right now for Pewaukee has at least 3 fouls. Castillo with 34, with 30 of those coming in the second half. Harper 17 for Greendale, the only 2 players in double digits for them.
Nick Templis looking to inbound for the Pirates.
Gets it to George here, who hands it off to Templis. Jonah looking to set up the offense. John playing a high post center role. Jonah drives to the left, skips it over to George in the corner, who hits the 3. That's a huge 3 from George Davis there. Absolutely automatic in the corner. Castillo trying to take on George. He steps through and makes the right-handed floater there on the up and under. The lead 4 for Pewaukee, 2 minutes remaining here. Jonah drives in, gives it to John, guarded by Pfeiffer. John tries to give it to Jonah, but stolen by Smith, who then tries to put a little English on it to get the and 1 to go, but does not fall for him. But he's going to have 2 at the line. It's going to be John's 4th as well.
Lots of Pirates in foul trouble now.
Yeah.
Smith misses the first short as Ben Schwerin checks in for John Gertis.
Greendale struggled at the line a little bit tonight, not hitting the copious amounts of free throws they've had. I'm really showing off the vocab words today.
Was that on the wall?
Yeah, that was on the wall. Smith cuts the lead down for 3. 2-3, sorry. 69-66. Jonah gives it to Ty at the top of the key. Nick in the corner. Swings it over to Shireen for 3, but he misses short. That would have been huge for the Pirates there. Castillo bringing it up, throws it to Harper in the corner. That's an open look, but he misses short.
Jonah Schaefer gets the board, bringing it up for the Pirates.
Trying to slow it down here, 1.5 minutes remaining. No need to go too fast. Look for a great shot. Gets it to Shireen, who hands it back off to Jonah, who drives into the right. Dribbles back out, near half court, gets it to Ben.
Pirates looking to milk some clock.
Who throws it to Templis, who then just gives it to Tyler. Pewaukee having a real long possession here, and then Coach Bergkemper uses a timeout. Great job wasting clock there by Pewaukee. Gets 30 seconds off the clock in a tight game, which is always huge. And Pewaukee right here isn't necessarily in throw the ball away from Greendale mode, but I mean, anytime you can get off the clock at this point is beneficial.
One minute and 1 second left in the game. Pirates up 69-66. In for an entertaining minute. Templis looking to inbound.
Only 1 timeout now remaining for Pewaukee, 2 for Greendale.
Same 5 coming out for the Pirates.
Looking to stack it here. Jonah just runs out behind half court and gets the ball, and then fouled by Smith. That'll send Jonah to the line for a 1-and-1. That'll be the 4th on Smith as well. Something to watch here in the final minute as Greendale is going to be forced to foul here if they don't.
Pfeiffer comes back into the game for the Panthers.
Subs in for Norris.
Big shot here for Jonah. And he bangs it. Extends this to a 2-possession game.
Hits the first leg there. Looking to convert on the second. And he hits it. Extends the lead to 5 here for Pewaukee. Less than a minute to go. Castillo gets the ball. He's looking to drive in. He steps back and clangs the free, but gets his own board and spins and makes the athletic layup. Greendale then quickly calls the 30-second timeout. The lead free for Pewaukee, 47 seconds remaining.
Really good play there from Castillo. Heads up, got his own board.
Followed up his own shot. Always smart idea in these moments. Any hustle play can help you win the game. Greendale not necessarily in foul right away mode, but if Pewaukee is able to get it and start throwing the ball around, they are going to be forced to send Pewaukee to the line. Look for them to open up in a press here and try to get a quick trap on Pewaukee. Templis taking the ball out here. Schaefer gets the ball. Greendale on a diamond press. Or more of a pyramid, I should say. Gets the ball past half court. And Jonah is fouled by Smith, and that's going to be Smith's 5th, and he's going to be out of the game here. Pfeiffer is going to sub in for him as well. Rex is going to sub in for Ben, maybe doing an offense-defense type thing. Jonah at the line.
1-1. Jonah makes the first, extending this lead again to a 2-possession game.
Jonah coming up huge here in the final minute with his free throws. I gotta be quiet. I really gotta be quiet when he shoots. The lead 4 here for Pewaukee. Castillo looking to create, 30 seconds remaining. Steps back on Ty, and he misses the free way long, but it goes out on Schaefer, and it's going to be Greendale ball. 25 seconds remaining, 72-68. Harper gets the ball in for Greendale. Castillo with Rex on him. He steps back and jumps straight into Rex. No foul is called. 17 seconds remaining, and they're going to send Schaefer back to the line here. Schaefer could really ice the game with these 2 free throws.
Castillo really trying to get that foul call there.
Yeah, he tried to bait it a little bit, but wasn't able to get the call there. It's going to be the 4th on Pfeiffer as well. Jonah misses the first.
Remains a 2-possession game though.
Roach takes the free, and it's off. Templis with the huge board.
Throws the ball away, but he got pushed, sending him to the line. Double bonus now.
The game will be pretty much on ice if he hits these. 8 seconds remaining. It's going to be hard for Greendale to get the ball up the court and come back from a 6-point lead, hopefully.
Pirates looking to sub in Rykowski for some extra defense.
He makes the first. Huge. Jonah subs out for Pewaukee. Cade just gives them some size here to hopefully contest the shot. Look for Pewaukee to get in a little press, try to slow him down.
Ball gets thrown away.
And that's going to end the game here.
.2 seconds left on the clock. Pirates get possession.
Lead by 5. Pewaukee's going to win this game. Tough win here by Pewaukee tonight. Obviously redeeming themselves for the first loss of the year. Huge win here as Pewaukee enters the second half of conference play. Brady, what do you think the Pirates have to do to keep this momentum going?
Well, the first thing is they got to keep it up. They let loose the second half, and it allowed for a big half from Xavier Castillo.
Yeah. And that's going to end things for us here. 73-68 victory for Pewaukee. Great job by the Pirates here tonight. We thank you all for listening and tuning in here for me and Brady as we announce for PTV. Make sure to tune in next Tuesday for PTV where the girls play Whitefish Bay, and then next week Friday the boys play New Berlin West. Thank you for listening and hope you have a great night.